Hello, my friends. Welcome to 3 PMPs on how to get certified. This is 3 of my champions from my Facebook group, Phil's Bosses, and they have been very kind to put together their strategies as far as how they got certified. Now, we have many other PMP bosses in the group, and you must have heard some of their lessons learned all throughout the number of months you've been watching the channel or years. So I want to give a huge shout out to all of the bosses for giving back at one point or another. There are 3 students who have taken time out to prepare this. First of all, we have Mercedes. Mercedes got PMP certified in December of 2020. Mercedes says, after failing 11-2020, I gave myself a no thinking week, then reorganized the PMP test, looking at it as a project. Not as easy as it may sound. Passed the exam 12/29. So how does someone who failed the exam in November come aboard our system and pass a month and a few weeks after? Well, her lessons learned are on the screen right here, and let's go through them one by one. First lesson here says, do your root cause analysis. Now, what exactly is she talking about? What she means is you need to do an analysis of what happened. What happened and why did you fail the exam if you have in the past? And what are you going to do about it to make sure that the mistakes of the past do not interfere with what you're going to do in the future? She says, care about agile. Note the connection of stakeholder and communication. Resources is connected to everything. The exam outline is a must. Pages 89 and 25, and you can see everything else here on the screen. Listening to audios, doing what has been suggested by your instructors, using everything possible. Risk responses, you got to know. Use every single piece of the learning system that you have. If you're one of our students, if you're working with a different provider, take advantage of opportunities, products and services made available to you. Do not miss a day of the training. You are asked to attend. Dictate this stuff back to yourself and immerse yourself. Really, this is all about immersion. You got to immerse yourself and go. And that's exactly what Mercedes did. And that's why today she is a PMP. Thank you very much. She says, you could hear voices like Phil guiding you. That's funny. I've heard that from a number of students. Our next student is Shamaya. Shamaya is on our PMP guru list. She's also on our mentor program, coaching program, and she took time to write this. She said, I took the exam in July 2020, the first time, but I did not pass. I signed up for your boot camp in August, stayed plugged in. I would ask questions during the wonderful Wednesday sessions, and I made sure I had a schedule. Now that's a whole different topic. You gotta have a schedule. I woke up at 4:45 a.m. and studied from 5 to 7. That is commitment. That is where success is developed. That's the woodshed that many of you need to go to. She says, then I would study again from 7 to 9 during the week. Wow. 5 to 7, 7 to 9. You're putting in a ton of volume when you've got a schedule like that for your studying, and you're going to succeed eventually. And that's exactly why she succeeded. She put in the time and the effort in a concentrated fashion. Morning study time was all about reviewing flashcards and doing drills. During my evening study routine, I took Phil's quizzes, watched lessons, or read the PMBOK. On the weekend, I was in class on Saturday. Once the boot camp ended, I used Saturday to take full-length exams, and Sundays I would review my answers. I had many bumps along the way, but Phil and members of his group were very supportive. I was able to pass the exam 12/18. So, what can you learn from Shamaya? The lesson is you got to put in the time, the energy, the effort. Schedule it in, do it. Fall off the horse, get back on the horse. Do it. All right. The last student who has very graciously shared these lessons learned is Stephen. And Stephen says, failed to keep myself on track to complete the PMP exam before the new format kicked in. With the help and encouragement of my better half, I secured an exam date. You gotta fix the date. Fix the date, my friends. What are you waiting for? I took your 4-hour mark and then the PMI mark until I scored in the high 90s range as you strongly recommended. Thanks to God and your mojo pumps, I managed to pass the exam first attempt with 2 exceeds and 2 meets. It felt really great as I completed your course in August of last year. But Stephen knows all about this because he got done in August and he didn't take the exam until December. That's almost like a good 4 months off the horse. You know, he said, I tinkered on waiting till 2021 and enjoy Christmas with my family until my spouse suggested otherwise. So what did he do? He said, no, I got to do it now. Pay now, live later. That's exactly what he did. So, my friends, when you take a look at what these gurus have done, you need to ask yourself the question, have I done enough of what they did to succeed? Just ask yourself that question. Take a look at Shamaya's scheduling in this study routine, 5 to 7, 7 to 9 at night, 5 to 7 in the morning, 7 to 9. It shows you she really wanted to do this. Do you really want to get this? Then have a plan, schedule it in and do it. We take a look at Stephen. What do we learn from Stephen? You got to schedule the exam date. What do we learn from Mercedes? You got to be dogged, rugged, and tough. And if we take a look at one of these plans, just a sample plan, after you've decided this is why I'm doing it, know your why, then commit and put it in a plan. So my plan, I know lots of you have got different plans I've put together, but I just want to encourage you to have even a simple plan, such as agile, predictive, and then the content outline. Agile, read the Agile Practice Guide, and then take the agileprinciple.com course from Praizion. Then go into the world of predictive. If you need help with predictive, then take a course in predictive. And then the PMP exam content outline. For 1 week, pound on that outline until you get down into the essence of it. And that's how you do it, my friends. You got to have a plan. You got to know where you're going, okay? If you want to sign up for training and coaching with us, go to praizion.com. But please don't delay it another minute and don't be jumping all over the place. Different content, different books. No, no, no. That never helps in the long run. So stay the course, finish the course, crush the exam.